Good morning, everybody. Can I have your attention, please? At this point in time, we would like to announce the presentation of the colors from the Civil Air Patrol.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Custer High School Choir. Please remain standing as we have the elementary school with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Welcome, students, family, friends, and visitors. We are proud to be a part of this Mount Rushmore National Memorial Quarter Lounge. My name is Armory and I'm a 6th grader at Custer Elementary.
I am John Anker, also a 6th grade student at Custer Elementary. Now I would like to have the students of the month and Mrs. Cooper's 2nd grade class please stand. These students, along with myself, would like you to lead you all in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
That's pretty cool. The only thing he can see is like the first row of people here, so well done, you guys. Way to go. Well, welcome to this. I'm Dave Rushmore, I'm going to be your MC. I hope I don't screw this up, but you know, I probably shouldn't have been doing it long enough. I want to recognize a few of our dignitaries that are in the crowd today. We're going to start with Senator Johnson's office, with Darrell Schumacher. Darrell, thank you for being here. Senator Boone's office, Mark Haugen. Mark, thank you for being here. And Congressman Christy Nolan's office, Brad Haugen. Thank you guys for being here. Next up the agenda, our own City Council. I'd like to give it up to our City Council President Corbin Herman. Corbin. Karen Schlein. Karen. And Jean Fisher. Thank you. And for the Keystone Board of Trustees, Sandy McLean. Also, we'd like to thank from our friends in the metropolitan area of the Black Hills. We'd like to thank Mayor Sam Quaker and City Council President Jerry Wright. If I missed anyone, I apologize. That's the list I had. In my mind, you're all dignitaries. I vote for every one of you, okay? Okay. We are here today. This is going to scare everybody. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot what they are. Introduce the speakers that are on stage. For that, I had people freaking out that I screwed up already. Speakers on stage, Mount Rushmore National Memorial Park Superintendent, Cheryl A. Schreier. And United States Mint Acting Associate Director of Manufacturing, Mr. David Croft. We are here today to talk about quarter. How many of you know what a quarter is? I don't know if every hand would be up in this one. There are many ways to term the quarter, okay? And I've kind of checked out a few to see what your idea of a quarter is. Because when I said, what's a quarter, you just kind of gave me an answer. So there's many ways. There's a quarter horse. There's a quarter mile. There's a quarter past or quarter to the hour. There's a quarter round steak. You can purchase a quarter of buffalo out of Custer State Park here. A quarter of the time I'm doing this, and a quarter of the time I'm doing that. Which would mean 3/4 of the time I'm doing absolutely nothing. Simply put, that will cost you $0.25. And that's what we're here to talk about today. We're going to celebrate the release of the new Mount Rushmore Memorial Quarter, and we're proud to have the unveiling of the Mount Rushmore National Memorial Quarter here in Custer City in the Black Hills, only 20 minutes from Mount Rushmore itself. All of us in the hills, all of us, work together in the Black Hills for the betterment of each other. So at this time, I would like to introduce a person who has brought unity to all of the hills. In her short interim here as the superintendent of Mount Rushmore, I'd like to introduce Mount Rushmore National Memorial Superintendent, Cheryl Schreier.
Thank you very much, Dave, and good morning to all of you, and thank you for being here in Custer, South Dakota, for a very special event, the launch of the Mount Rushmore Quarter, a part of America the Beautiful Quarters program. We are happy to have all the students here to participate in the quarter launch, and it is an honor and a privilege for all of our employees and partners to be representing Mount Rushmore National Memorial for this moment in history. Mount Rushmore National Memorial was first notified in January of 2011 by the National Park Service Coordinator for the America the Beautiful Quarters program that the park was selected by the Governor of South Dakota and the U.S. Mint to be depicted on a $quarter coin. What an exciting process and partnership for the park to be involved with the U.S. Mint. We provided ideas, photographs, and other sources of materials to the U.S. Mint. And the U.S. Mint's artists then prepared 5 designs that we reviewed for historical accuracy and authenticity to ensure that the design appropriately represented the site. There were additional design reviews and comments by other entities and the director of the U.S. Mint made the final design recommendation to the Secretary of Treasury, and the final design selection was made by the Secretary of Treasury. The park wanted to ensure that the design was unique, historical, and memorable. What would be more memorable than the representation of the carving of Mount Rushmore and the workers who endured the hardships of working to create this iconic structure, this sculpture, the Shrine of Democracy. And we are honored here today to have with us one of those workers, Nick Clifford, and his wife, Carolyn. Nick Clifford was born in Custer, South Dakota on July 5th, 1921. He and his family moved to Keystone, South Dakota when he was 2 years old. While going to school and growing up in Keystone, he worked in and around Keystone, delivering the Rapid City Journal and managing the local pool hall, helping earning money for his family and playing baseball. Nick worked in the Etta Mine and the Consolidated Feldspar Company in Keystone when he finished school. Like many Mount Rushmore workers, he learned techniques of handling a jackhammer in the mining industry. Eventually, Nick's work ethic and prowess on the baseball field would get him noticed by Lincoln Borglum, son of sculptor Gutzon Borglum. And at the age of 17, Nick was hired on to work at Mount Rushmore and play for the Rushmore baseball for the Rushmore team. He held many positions during 1938, 1939, and 1940. He split firewood for heating the buildings, assisted the stonemason in wall and fireplace construction, and he helped build the current sculptor's studio. On the mountain, he was a winch operator, lowering and raising the men over the mountain and becoming a driller in 1940, removing rock from below Roosevelt's chin. After leaving Mount Rushmore, Nick volunteered to serve in the Army Air Corps during World War II with the 394th Signal Company attached to the 8th Air Force in the European theater. After being honorably discharged in 1946, he moved to Custer and started Custer Cleaners. He owned and operated this dry cleaning business until 1957, when he received the contract for the Sylvan Lake Resort, which he operated for 11 years until 1968. While living in Custer, he played on the Custer baseball team. And at the young age of 92, he is the only worker still living to help carve the mountain. I am happy to introduce Nick Clifford. Thank you, Nick and Carolyn, for being here today, and thank you all again for being here with us to launch the program. Thank you.
And now we're going to do from Custer High School Choir, please. next gentleman, now he's worried. I had a chance to talk with him before this program began and found he's never been to the Custer area. In fact, many of the people from the Denver Mint area have never been to the Custer area. Little do they know that Custer, South Dakota has the largest stereo system in South Dakota. We have 24 speakers downtown, and all year long, all you hear is General Custer and Sergeant McGillicuddy, or Dr. McGillicuddy saying, "Welcome to Custer, South Dakota." That's all we do. How many of you from Custer have heard that? If you say no, then I'm going to start yelling louder next time I do it. Little do you know, we work very well in this area. All 5 communities in the Southern Hills working well together. But the Black Hills is something that's very special to me. I love all of the Black Hills, especially Custer. And for them to say they've never been here before, I want you, when I introduce this next gentleman, to make sure that he remembers where he is. Because this is one of the most beautiful parts of the world, and it's only 6 hours from the Denver Mint. And he's welcome to bring his quarters here anytime he wants. With that, I'd like to welcome David Croft, the Acting Associate Director of Manufacturing of the Denver Mint. Thank you.
Thank you, Dave. Good morning, everyone. I am honored and excited to be here this morning to help you introduce the Mount Rushmore National Memorial Quarter to the nation. This is my first time visiting Custer and Mount Rushmore, but it's not the first time the memorial has been featured on a quarter. The memorial was also featured on the South Dakota quarter dollar in 2006 during the United States Mint's 50-state quarters program. This new quarter reflects our continuing fascination with the majestic Mount Rushmore and enduring legacies of the 4 leaders whose faces have become one with the Black Hills. The Mount Rushmore National Memorial Quarter is the 20th coin in the America the Beautiful Quarters program and the 5th to be introduced in 2013. America the Beautiful Quarters connect America through coins to our most treasured places, our national parks and recreation areas, forests, fish and wildlife refuges, and other national sites. At each America the Beautiful coin event, we celebrate our nation's wisdom in conserving beautiful and historical national sites for all Americans. The Mount Rushmore National Memorial was established as a national site in 1925, and the memorial has been a symbol of freedom and hope for people from all cultures and backgrounds. Each coin in the America the Beautiful Quarters program features a common obverse, which is the head of the coin, with the 1932 portrait of George Washington designed by John Flanagan, which has been restored to bring out the details of the original design. The reverse or tail side of the coin shows off a unique feature of the place that is being honored. The Mount Rushmore National Memorial reverse design was inspired by photos of men who are adding final details to Thomas Jefferson's face. Mount Rushmore has also been featured on 3 1991 Mount Rushmore Golden Anniversary commemorative coins and on the 2006 South Dakota State Quarter. There are nearly 400 men and women involved with creating this iconic memorial, and Nick Clifford was one of those workers. Again, great job. I want to personally thank you, Mr. Clifford, for all your hard work creating this majestic beauty. We are honored that you were able to join us today for this celebration. To introduce a new generation of Americans to the treasures that the America the Beautiful Quarters program honors, the United States Mint has developed lesson plans that are customized for students and designed for grades K through 12. The plans use the quarters reverse designs to inspire interest in the conservation, geography, heritage, and natural beauty of our national parks and sites. We want to start many conversations about Mount Rushmore National Memorial in classrooms across America. All the information is free and available at the United States Mint website, www.usmint.gov. We invite all Americans to come along with us on the journey from national site to national site through the America the Beautiful Quarters program. and also to come along on the journey of the Mount Rushmore National Memorial Quarters as they pass from hand to hand across the country, connecting America through coins. Now let's move on to the moment we've all been waiting for and the reason why we are assembled here today. I ask Cheryl Schreier, Superintendent of Mount Rushmore National Memorial, to please join me at the podium. On behalf of the United States Mint and the Department of Treasury, I am pleased to present you with two commemorative Mount Rushmore National Memorial Quarters, one minted on the first day of production at the United States Mint at Denver on August 14th of 2013, and the other on the first day of production at the United States Mint at Philadelphia on August 29th of 2013. Before Cheryl comes back up, I'd like to make sure that all the kids that are 18 and under, make sure you know to stay where you are for a few minutes after this ceremony to be one of the first people in the country to receive a Mount Rushmore National Memorial Quarter. I'm going to ask you not to spend that quarter. I want you to put it away and keep it to pass on to your grandchildren and tell them about the day you helped make history at the Mount Rushmore National Memorial Quarter launch. So to make this launch official, I ask Superintendent Schreier to please join me again at the podium to post the quarter for Mount Rushmore on the display behind me. On behalf of all the men and women at the United States Mint, I congratulate the people of South Dakota and Mount Rushmore National Memorial on your new quarter. Thank you very much.
I don't know if all you 18 and under-year-olds heard that. He said, don't spend that quarter. Yeah. Actually, it's pretty cool, guys. Have something like this done in the Black Hills, Mount Rushmore. This is really cool. So I have your closing comments here. So remain seated. I'm going to give you some instructions here. First of all, I want to thank everybody, all the guests. Where's Debbie from Mount Rushmore? Stand up, you did a lot of work. Come on, give some recognition to this gal. She's here telling us all what to do, where to go. There you go. Awesome. The whole Mount Rushmore staff, where are they? Give them hands up. They're all hiding over here. They're all doing. I walked in today and everybody's running everywhere. It was great. All they did is give me a piece of paper and hope I didn't screw it up. That's all they did. So with that being said, I'm going to call attention to the coin exchange. For those of you who might be here for the coin exchange. In the concessionaire portion of the Armory, immediately to my right, where members of the public can exchange bills for rolls of Mount Rushmore quarters. 1 roll minimum and 10 rolls maximum, cash only, I believe. Yes. Also, the Mount Rushmore History Association, in the room immediately adjacent, is the setup with the uncirculated coin set packages. It'll be right next to that particular location. And I want to instruct the schools that are here, as in true form, Hot Springs. When you leave, thank you for being here, by the way, Hot Springs. When you leave, you will exit out the rear doors, both rear doors. Custer students, and thank you Custer students for being here, by the way. You, as normal protocol, will leave, exit through the stage left over here. That way there's no confusion. And on your way out these doors, you are going to be, if I'm not mistaken, receiving your quarter, correct? Yes. But you will leave in an orderly fashion, please, but not yet. Okay. The volunteers, I've instructed you all, and I think the volunteers, yes, raise your hand if you're standing at the doors so I know you're there. I see that door, and these doors, good. And with that, I want to thank you all for being here. Quarters that are handed out to school children, seated in the front row by David Cross, Superintendent, the first 3 rows. First 3 rows of school children, stay where you are.